Okay, here we go. This is the second part, and it's telling us to begin a bibliography on a new page. So we're going to go to the very end of the document. The easiest way to get to the end of the document is by hitting Control-End, the E-N-D key, not N. So it says the beginning bibliography. So now we're going to do Control-Enter. What Control-Enter will do is put in a new page. So when you hit in Control-Enter, you'll see something on top. If it lets me go up, it'll say, if you're depending upon a view in, it'll say page break, or it may just show you this, depending upon what kind of view you're in. So let's go on and see if we have these turned on, which we do. Perfect. So what we want to do now is we want to, in the blank paragraph, we want to go on the Home tab in the paragraph group. We're going to do indents and spacing, and we're going to make sure that this says none. Because notice that this has a first line indent carried over from this paragraph. So let's go into paragraphs and spacing, and first line, we'll get rid of it by making it none. So now we are on the first paragraph, page 4. We're going to go to the References tab, and it wants us to create the bibliography. So here's bibliography right here. We're going to click on the drop down, and we want to do a works cited. Notice that it picked this all up. This is formatted one way, and notice that there's a gray box on there. So that tells you that this is a field, not just regular text. So select the word paragraph works cited here, which is pretty easy to do, and we'll do the paragraph as well. I guess it doesn't want the paragraph. On the Home tab, we're going to change it to Calibri. We can do it right here because it doesn't want us to do that. So let's go to the Home tab and change it to Calibri. And in the font group, change it to Calibri. Change the size to 11. And then we want to do the font color is going to change it to black. I happen to know that because I've done it so many times. This is white and this is black. Now be very careful about automatic, because automatic, you would think it's black, but it's really not necessarily black. So be very careful. So this is the second one. We want black text. So it obviously changed it to black with the work text in here. So we're going to click center. And then with the paragraph, we're going to change the spacing before to 0 and the spacing after to 0, and then set everything to double. So here is our paragraph. Spacing before will be 0, and acing 0, and then the line spacing will be double. On the Reference tab and Citations, click on Manage Sources. So here's our references, and then we need to find Manage Sources. Sometimes these things are a little bit challenging to find where they are, but just keep looking around, and here is Manage Sources. So it's going to let us, now notice this is a master, and these are the ones that we created here. So let's go in on the left, Masters List. We're going to choose Edit. And we're going to edit the source. We're going to delete the S in Sopel. And I believe it wants a T. Then we're going to click on OK, and we're going to answer yes, we want to update. So we're going to type in yes. Then we're going to click on Close. Unfortunately, it doesn't update everything automatically. So that's one of the things that you have to be very careful. So now we need to scroll up to page 2. And it's going to want us to find the citation here. Topo, click the citation options, which is here. And then it wants us, and then click the update citations in here. So here's update citations and bibliography. So without that, the bibliography would not be updated, even though the citation may be. On the View tab, so we're going to click on the View tab. So we have Read, Print, Layout, but here is also Navigation pane. You can actually open up the navigation pane in more than one way, but let's just do it from here. And I clicked and it finally took in here. So the search box is kind of a little bit confusing here. So what it wants you to do is click down here, and we're going to go to the Go To. You can bring that up inside a Word just by hitting F5. And it'll actually bring you this here. So then we have in the Find and Replace, we have here, it wants us to find, in the Replace, go to tab, type 4, let's see, in the Find and Replace, Go To, so we want to Go To, we don't want to do Find and Replace. We're going to go to page 4, just hit 4 there, and hit Go To. And then close. And close this one as well. In the File page, we're going to do the Backstage view. I do not know why they call it Backstage, but that's what they call it. So just click on File, and then it wants us to show all properties. So that's at the bottom here. And then we go into the title, which is right here. We're going to type in quantified self-movement gains, momentum, and I'm going to hit the tab key. So then we want, for keywords, we want to, or tags rather, we want to type in quantified self, and research paper. Doesn't specify whether there's a space there or not, but we'll find out. So that worked out good. In the comments, we're going to do draft copy of report for class. I'm just going to hit the tab key, and we'll go down to biometrical research for the categories. In the company box, we're going to type in University Medical Center. And the manager is Dr. Hillary Kim. Could not find the person you're looking for. Well, that's not nice. Let's put a period after. Alright, so let's see what I'm doing wrong here. It does not like this. I did not have that problem before, so I may have spelled her name wrong. So let me try this again. Okay, and it liked it that time. In the references group, so we're going to go back to references. We're going to, in the search box, so you have to find search in here. So where is the research in here? Type and press her in here. So you're going to have to go and look and find where search is. If you cannot find search, then you want to go into the actual in here. So let's go back to here. It's actually researcher. So let's just click here. If you did not know what to do, you couldn't find it, just click down here and choose either watch video or practice. So here's our researcher. So we're going to type in researcher here, and then we're going to type in Dr. Eric Topol. Press enter, and it gives you all kinds of information about him. So we'll close the researcher, go to page 2 in the paragraph that begins with accurate records, which is right here. In the 5th line of the paragraph, select Dr. Eric Topol. which is right here. So we'll select him. So this is just another way of doing the same thing. So go to the References tab in here. And then let's choose Smart Lookup, which is right here. And it gives us more information about him. So we're going to close the Smart Lookup pane. And with the text still selected in the font group, click the highlight text color using the default yellow. So we'll go to Home. Now again, if you want to change the color, just choose the drop down button here. And because this is selected, all you have to do is click on it. Okay, on the View tab in the Views group, click the Read mode. So we'll go to View. I do not use Read mode. I'm not a big fan. I don't like the double page thing, but this is what we're doing here. Then we're going to, in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to click on Tools. And then we're going to click on, click Find. And then we'll type in Topo. And it highlights every time you use the word Topo. Click on Close Word. And that is it. So notice it goes to that blank screen, so not to worry about that. So that is everything on simulation.